Welcome to another episode of Chattin with Staxx. I'm your host, Bill-Staxx, and today I got Young Bleed. What's good, man?
Oh man, hanging like I do, man. Getting through it, man. What's good with you, Bill?
Chilling, man. I got a lot of music and stuff in the works, and I linked up with Bugsy a while ago and had some music going with him, and he linked me with you and got me directed towards your aspect of the music. And I was like, I remember when your song came out, man. I was rocking that over here on the East Coast.
I appreciate that on the East Coast too, man. That's love right there. Much love.
Yeah. Definitely, man. So you have a deal, or you had a deal with Master P. Do you still have a deal with him?
Well, the truth is, P got me my major deal with Priority Records out there in California, home of NWA, you know what I mean, Ice Cube, Jay-Z, you name them. But it was on the strength of P, man. So it was really like I was a part of a label that my homeboy owned by the name of CeeLo Records that was based out of Baton Rouge, and then linking with Master P and No Limit, and they had that big break with Priority. So when I was coming about, he turned me on to him, man. So that's really the history.
So Master P, he showed love.
Yeah, absolutely, no doubt.
Yeah. So what about Young Money and all them? Do you associate with any of them?
Yeah, man. Louisiana is small but big. New Orleans, I grew up kind of both worlds. My granddaddy was a war veteran, so we had to go back and forth to the veteran hospital until his demise. And like '84, then my step pops is from out the Ninth Ward in New Orleans, so I grew in both of those worlds. So somewhere within the same line and lineage, I was able to meet Ronald, which is Slim, Big Brother, and Baby, of course, and then the rest of the hot boys, Manny Fresh, of course, from back in the gap. So yeah, I knew them boys for a good little while now. Yes, sir.
Yeah. So how did you get your name, Young Bleed, man? That's a good name and it's unique. Yeah.
I appreciate that, man. Chip off the old block, man. Mentioning my granddaddy.
Yeah.
We was talking to Bugs. Bugs and my granddaddy was in the same World War II. And I said, any man that came back and survived that horrendous war had to be God blessed child and hell of a man, bro. And they survived that war. So of course, when he come back home, he was a concrete layer amongst other things. But in the streets, he was what we call a rolling stone, a hell of a man, bro. And if he had a conflict with you, they say he was good to bleed you. So they used to call him Good Bleed. His name was James Donald Johnson Sr., but James Donald Good Bleed Johnson Sr. So in my time in Rise, before his demise, somewhere like in '83 going into '84, I found my glitch with hip hop and told him I was a 9-year-old kid in the 4th grade. And I said, Papa, hey man, one day when I grow up, I'm gonna be a rapper and I'm gonna have me a record company. He said, follow your dreams, learn to do one thing. He went blind somewhere before his passing, and I was his personal seeing eye dog, so I spent a lot of time with him, at least the last 6 or so years of his life. And of course, the 10, I was a baby being 74 to '84. But saying that it is, I went through a plethora of names, just finding myself from 9 years old to about 22, 23 when I got the break with P and
So did he pass away? Did your grandfather pass away before you could get the name, or no?
Yeah. Actually, he wasn't here. I had a different name at the time, but like I was saying, right before I went major, I said, well, this time I'm not gonna be able to change my name and go through that. This one here for the money. So I went back to what it meant to me, and I said, it go back to me telling my granddad that's what I wanted to do. So I took the chip off his name and just called myself Young Bleed on granddad. Yes, sir.
That story is good, man. That's a good one. Because I like the way that you're taking your legacy from your family and you're bringing it to the forefront, and you're letting people see like who you are as a person, man. It's really commendable. Yeah.
He was an old blues dude too, so that music and all that was in the family. I just took it and diagnosed it and made it into that, added to that family heirloom and off the family tree. So exactly that, loved one. Yes, sir.
Yeah, man, definitely. So you got a lot of stuff going on. What do you got? What do you got planned for the future with the label and all that stuff? You got people coming out on the label? You got other things in order?
Yeah, as a matter of fact, man, I've been running a label called Trapdoor Entertainment for the last 10 years. I put out my first Trapdoor project in like 2011. coinciding with Strange, you know, Tech Nine, those guys in Kansas when I did the Preserve album and the book, The
Yeah.
Making of Preserve. That was my first trap dope project that many years ago, and over the years, I can accumulate about 20 plus artists right now. And as a matter of fact, tomorrow, really 12 a.m. tonight, being May 7th, I'm releasing two of the newer artists by the name of Baby Nelson coming out of Kansas City. He got an album called Grind Time that's dropping tonight, as well as my other artist and partner Lit Jack, man, just come home off a bid, you know what I mean? God bless Lit Jack. And he was able to bounce back on his feet. So I'm doing the Craig Mack and rest in peace to Craig Mack and Biggie Smalls and rest in peace to Big. Putting out the double, you know what I mean? Doing the double dose, you know what I mean? More or
Yeah.
less. So 12 a.m. tonight, y'all, on all social media platforms. Look for Lit Jack, the Blackballed album, and what I'm saying, I'm finna say Kansas City's finest, but of course, but Baby Nelson from out of Kansas City with the Grind Time album, and that they'll be our latest projects of Trap Dough Entertainment. But a few artists since November 6th, I did an EP. I re-released the Carleone Family album. Shouts out to my man Free and Big D.
Yo,
That's
that
all.
one, you sent me that album?
Yo,
Insane. Crazy.
okay,
Crazy.
good looking. Yeah, man. That's how we working on actually a part two called Keeping in the Family. So, you know, we all still family and everybody pushing independently, then as a conglomerate, as a team, and as a family for life. So yeah, that's what it do.
Yeah, man. You know, I work on music constantly. I'm with my craft. So, you know,
Oh
I got some bars for you, man. We got, you know, we got some stuff in the works right now, but we're gonna keep that under the wraps though.
yeah, and you know, I know it, man. You true talented MC, man. So, you know, we done did some things and been working toward things from the past, but we finna get back to it, man. I'm looking forward to whatever we do new from here on out. And
Yeah,
with
man.
Bugs included as well, you know what I mean? So it's a family
Definitely.
affair, man. Yes, sir.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
Bugs is a serious force, man.
Mm.
Where he's gonna be calling me pretty soon, and
Okay.
we're gonna get him on the line. I got it linked up where he's gonna call me from the facility, and
That's
you know he's gonna come in and speak his piece for a few.
yeah,
But
man. Absolutely.
yeah, he has some music coming out with you as well too, right?
Yeah. We got something, you know, a little sudden surprise. You know, we doing something of the past, something old, something new, and I'll let him reveal that when he get on the line with us. But definitely, man, we working as we speak, man. So yeah, I love that.
Yeah, definitely. He's gonna come in. So I'm gonna be traveling around soon.
Oh,
If I just got my coronavirus shot, and
yes, sir.
I'm gonna be getting an RV, and I'm gonna travel around the country, and I'm gonna interview people. So
Okay.
I'll definitely come down there, and we could work on the album in person, man. You know?
Okay. Yeah, if I don't see you somewhere across the country, anytime soon, I'm doing the same travel here and there, man. I got a few spot dates, you know, between this month, Ohio. I've been back in Ohio, two cities, and definitely in Texas in June, man. And wherever we go from that, man. So yeah, let's get it on.
Yeah, I'll meet you over in Ohio or something. And
Okay.
yeah, man. I have so much stuff planned for the future. I got the commission tour coming, and you
Mhm.
know I have a lot of artists on the bill for that. But
Yeah.
I could always pull one of them down and put you up on there. You
Yeah,
know
well, we can do it without replacing anybody. Yeah, you know, of course, you know, I'm part of the family affair, but whatever we
yeah,
got to do, man, to get me into that with you, man. I love that thing you got going with the commission. That go with our mob ties and mob affairs, man. So that's necessary.
yeah,
Yes, sir.
man. But my goal with the commission tour is to
Mhm.
help the community, try to build up the homeless and feed the
Yeah,
people that are hungry in the streets, give them clothing, give them food, give
that's
them a safe place to go, and let
that's
them know that there's a chance to get sober and clean and live a good life. You know?
man. It take one to teach one. Each one teach one at the end of the day. So much love, respect for that, man. That's the whole unity in the community movement that we all about, man. So yeah,
Yeah,
that-
definitely, man. So you were in were you in were you around New Orleans when the Hurricane Katrina came by?
oh man, a lot of my family, but God gave me a vision a year prior to that. So I actually uprooted my family in 2004, and God was like, you know, head toward the west, move to Texas, Dallas. I hit a few different states to
Wow.
see where I wanted to route to. But
Hmm.
November 4th, 2004, I know I moved to Dallas because I spent the night in Denton County where Bonnie and Clyde was, man. I caught a case. You come on, what they say, come on vacation, in on probation. That
Oh,
happened to
you
me.
you caught a case? You caught a case there?
Yeah, the same night I moved in, man, about 4, 5 in the morning. I was accused of being a Mexican. You know what I'm saying? In the
What?
middle of the night. So yeah, that kept me in Dallas for at least the first few months, going back and forth with my case, which extended about 2 or 3 or so years like that. I went to jail, bailed out, but I thought it was a pistol case, legal gun, but legal procedure. I had a bullet in the chamber and got pulled over in the middle of the night. Before I could unpack, I forgot I had that gun. Well, I knew I had
Oh,
the gun,
damn.
but I forgot I had it loaded, and I
Yeah.
caught a case like that. So it kept me in Dallas, but it was a blessing and a curse. So to stay out of trouble, I stayed in the studios, and those guys used to keep me in studios 23 hours in Dallas, and Dallas became my second home. I ended out there about 7 years ago, man.
It's a lot of good people out there, man. I meet a lot of people all the time, and I know a lot of heads out in Dallas. And
Yes,
shout
sir.
out to Dallas, shout out to Houston, all
I
them. So after Katrina happened, was there a flood of people coming to Dallas and Houston and all that? Did you notice a difference in the community once after Katrina happened?
Absolutely. And I lived where I had lived in an apartment. I moved to Carrollton, Texas first, and I had like a 6-month lease, and I was trying to look around. I didn't plan to be in Texas. I went out there just to test the market hands on, but caught that case. And like I say, it led me out there longer than what I planned on being. But what I recognized in the transitions period between finding a new apartment or wherever I was going to live, I ended up, doing the hotel thing for a while. So me being young bleed in the midst of that, me leaving Louisiana, and I ain't have to worry about going back to Louisiana. It came to me. Everybody had flooded those hotels. So imagine you with your kids and all that, and I'm trying to pass the people in the hallway and not let them recognize me as bleed with all the dangers and stuff that was taking place with the country being flooded with all the people that came out of New Orleans. So yeah, I was right in the heart
It was
in it. Yeah, away
crazy,
from
man. It was crazy, man. Like I watched it on TV and I was shocked.
oh man, you and
I,
me. I couldn't
I
believe that.
I felt so bad. I wanted to go there and do something, but
Yes, sir.
I wanted to go help, but I couldn't because I was on parole.
Yeah, yeah, and me, well, it's the same, and the position I was in at the time, and beyond the celebrity, I couldn't do too much physically. I was able to go through New Orleans once or twice, and to see the McDonald's signs, posted 20 feet on top of something and trees, and the fumigated houses and all
Yeah,
that. It
man.
was a really ugly scene out there, man. So shouts out to the city of New
Yeah,
Orleans,
man.
and and all the
Here's
people
one
that.
of the pictures. Here's one of the pictures from the thing when it came by. That's pretty crazy. See all the gas in the water and stuff. There was a lot of casualties in that, and it's
Yes,
really
sir. Yeah,
sad,
man,
man.
definitely. Yeah, real especially the old folks, people that was in the penitentiary and the infirmaries, even the animals in the zoo that couldn't escape. You can't imagine, man. Yeah, can't
Yeah,
imagine.
it's like all of it. Yeah, it's a nightmare for people.
Yes,
So,
indeed. Yeah,
you said you definitely noticed a difference when you went from Houston when the people were coming in, right? Like how many
yeah,
people
man.
were flooding into the town?
Yeah, then it was bittersweet. A lot of people opened up their hearts, minds, and homes to people from New Orleans, and you had people coming through in their time of need. But you also had the street cats that was trying to take over in these different cities. So it was a lot of extra murders and gang wars and drug wars and all that took place for a long time, man, between the cities. So I hated to see that
Look,
between New Orleans and the rest of the country, man.
that's
Yeah.
the Superdome right here. That's the Superdome, man. That's
Yeah, man. And the
crazy.
Superdome was so fumigated, man. You had to have tough skin and a tough stomach to even be in there. And, the smell and everything that was in the air, how they described it to me, was real horrendous, man. So yeah, yeah, I hated that.
Yeah, yeah, man. Here's another one. A picture. Look at all the houses underwater.
Okay, yeah, man.
It's unbelievable the mass devastation that it caused. Didn't Houston have a flood too?
Yeah, Houston had one, Mississippi at that time. Then later on, maybe 2 or so years later, we normally Baton Rouge is kind of like centerpiece at the bottom of Louisiana. So it always
Yeah,
been refuge for people in New Orleans and other flooding areas. that we don't normally get flooded like that. But when all the ice melted from Minnesota and Canada, and it
Yeah.
came down a few years after that, Baton Rouge had a great flood. We had 11-foot alligators walking through our downtowns in coffins that was just floating around the town, man. And that never happened in Baton Rouge in my lifetime. So yeah, man.
Wow, that's crazy, man. I'm gonna looking for a picture of that. You
Yes,
said
indeed.
coffins, and alligators.
Alligators, man. Yeah. We're swimming through the city, man. So yeah, it was crazy.
Oh, and they were they trying to bite people and stuff?
I mean, I didn't really get no alligator bite victims, but I'm sure, you know what I mean, or something like that. Yeah, when you talking downtown, you got 11-foot alligator walking through the downtown, then you can, that's our modern day dinosaur. The alligators and crocodiles been here since the dinosaurs, and they stand up on their hind legs, hop fences, come in your cribs. So, we
I,
got a snake problem being country and swamp down that way. And you have to be in certain areas to see alligators. But when they come out the backwoods into the inner city, then that's a real problem right there.
yeah, man. That's I'd never seen an alligator,
Mm.
and I never want to see one, man.
Not face to face, absolutely. Yeah, man.
No, no, I ain't going near. I ain't going near that thing. Those are like dinosaurs. Like you said, they're dinosaurs, man.
The
Look at
dinosaurs, yeah.
this.
Yo,
God rest their soul, man. I can't believe that a coffin is out of the ground with the water like that. That's
oh,
it's really breaks my heart to see that.
yeah. Some of these pictures, I don't know what's happening with the camera, but I can't see the pictures.
Oh, you can't?
Nah. I kind of got a freeze frame all of a sudden over here. I see your face and see mine, but nothing's moving. So
Yeah, I got it. Don't worry, my production will put it all together.
Okay, cool enough.
Yeah,
Yes, sir.
definitely. So your tours, you're going to Ohio for your tour?
Yeah. Yeah, I'll be in Toledo on the 22nd and back in Cincinnati, Ohio on the 23rd, the day after. And yeah, and after that on Juneteenth on the 19th, I'll be in San Antonio, Texas.
So how did you link up with Strange Music, and do you have any albums with them?
Yeah, absolutely. It go way back to the priority days, man. Shouts out to my friend and partner for a long time, since like 97. Dave Weiner is a music connoisseur, and just an expert in the field. I called him the Rick Rubin of the West Coast. Everybody knew Dave Weiner. He was the first man to walk me off a plane and introduce me to California Priority Records properly. But later on in life, he became vice president over at Strange. So I was in between a contractual situation with West Coast Mafia, my label, and whatever direction I was going in next, and was able to relink with a guy like Dave on the strength of my friend Chauncey Clyde out there in Kansas City area, and he put Dave back on the phone, and they just happened to have an opening at the time, and they welcomed me into Strange on the strength of Dave Weiner, man. So yeah, that's how I got that back to Broad Rock.
That's pretty crazy, man. Um, so did you do shows with them? They have pretty wild shows.
Yeah, I actually was on the 6 and 7s tour with Tech and those guys, man, and we did like half of the country, the Midwest, the whole West Coast, and some parts of the South, with me being on the South artist. I started out with a 2-week tour from Mississippi, Louisiana, and through Texas. And once they recognized the way I stood and still had leverage in the South, they drove me right up to Kansas and welcomed me in, introduced me to the whole compound, Trav, Tech, the whole nine. And I was open at that time, so they allowed me to go on the rest of that tour. So I spent about 2.5 months on the road with them doing the rest of the 6s and 7s tour. You know what I mean?
Yeah, was there any crazy situations you want to talk about on the tour?
Man, of course it was a few, but it wasn't, you know what I mean, lit outside the norm, man, without, kind of like what I call like Mayberry country, or the modern day flower children, where Technum had a different lane that wasn't all the way commercial and wasn't all the way underground, a good in between. So I got a chance to go to a lot of cities and states that I didn't know existed. And I'll share a quick story with you, man. I had a chance to meet Insane Clown Posse,
Yeah.
and went to one of their shows, and they do the Fago thing, man. I just got me some all brand new white G Nikes and got on stage and didn't know what I was in for. So before we left the stage, my My G nights looked like rainbows because they had posed so much Fago on the stage and thrown out to the audience. So that
Yeah.
type of thing. That same night I met Ron Germany. Ron Germany from the porno flicks, man. You know what I
He,
mean? I grew
you
up
know,
watching him.
he's in jail. He's in jail right now.
Oh wow, I didn't know that about Ron. I met him that one night and didn't keep a connect. We took a picture and he was real cool with me, man. But yeah, I didn't know that about Ron.
Yeah, he's in jail for rape, man.
Oh wow, all the all the things Ron get, man, that shouldn't have never been in his forte, man. He says
No, man. No.
yeah.
I'm gonna show you something. Watch this. It's pretty crazy. When you see this, you're gonna be like, wow.
Yes, indeed.
I was shocked when I seen it on the news and all that. I was like, wow.
Yeah, I'm a fan of old Ron, man. I was talking to him about a couple of his movies, man, and we died laughing. He knew I was a real fan. The first movies I mentioned to him. So yeah,
Yeah,
hey,
yeah.
free Ron German, man.
I hate to see people get locked up. Being in prison for 1 day is too long, man.
Fucking long, man. Absolutely.
Uh,
Absolutely.
here's Ron in jail, man.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
pretty
it's
bad.
crazy. Free Ron German, man. Ron's a good dude, man.
Yeah, so yeah, let me get that up. So what? Damn, what else? I forgot what I was gonna say, man.
Yo, great adventure.
Yeah, he's
Yeah,
not even calling. He didn't call yet. I'm waiting for the call.
okay.
Um, he should be calling soon.
Okay.
Um, so yeah, man, I've been to prison a lot. How much time did you do in prison, if you don't mind me asking?
Well, me, I've been blessed to not have done prison time. I done had my fights and run-ins with police that I've been locked up and been falsely accused. I was actually stumped by some police, like right when the peak of my career jumped off, and I only spent like a week in jail. I had a good lawyer, but like you said, I shouldn't have been there. 1 day is enough. I was an innocent
Yeah.
guy. So I've been going in and out of jail since about 17, 18 years old, but mainly for those type of police situations when they'll come through the neighborhood. I've been hitting the head with flashlight, the blood stumped out of me, black cop held me for the white cop, broad daylight in front of me.
What? Really?
Yeah, I hadn't had those type of things to take place with me. But
And
fortunately,
what towns? What towns would this happen in? Would it
this was in
happen in?
Baton Rouge. This was in Baton Rouge, man. Long for my rap stuff, I always had to run ins with the laws. Then once I made it as a rapper, they really took that out on me. And I'm a South Sider from the South Side of Baton Rouge. Lil Boots is my little cousin. We got the same neighborhood, same block, the
Yeah.
same demographic, man. Me being a little older, I've been encountering the police and just the unlawful conduct of them since a kid, and as well as my granddaddies and uncles long before me in that town, man. So it still go now.
Yeah, they abuse their power out here too. I've been pulled over by them, slammed on the ground. I've been punched in the face by them. I've been roughed up by them out here.
Yes, indeed. I can't imagine. Yes, sir.
You get in trouble for crossing the street without looking both ways, man.
Yeah, I
It's
remember
crazy.
that. I related my case to the Tupac case when he got, the same harassment and brutalized for the jaywalking back in the day. So it's like he was saying he didn't have a record till he made a rap record. And I kind of had the same differential, and it took place just in the South. I didn't win my case, a black man against Louisiana. So at the end of the day, my lawyer did the best he could. He retired after my case. And
Oh, so
he
so you had a paid lawyer that was real good, and he
yeah,
smoked the case, huh? He got
yeah,
it
yeah.
done. Yeah,
Clear cut case of police brutality, but before they turned over their hand to me, he said, "You like every other black man in Louisiana, it's your word against theirs. They connected on the inside. I did the best I could for you. I reduced your 6 month sentence to a week in jail. Really was 15. We was doing 2 for 1 still at the time.
yeah.
So 15 days, I only did like a week in jail in the parish prison. You know what I mean? We
Hey,
got Angola State Penitentiary hunts in
yeah,
DCI in Louisiana. You know what I mean? Free C murder. Mac's supposed to be coming home. I've been hearing good things about Mac as well as C and Free BG for that matter. But yeah, the South, we still under old Napoleon law, man. We the only state, it's just like counties, but we the only state in the country that has parishes versus the county. So,
yeah,
we still 50 years behind when it comes to law. Yeah, man.
yeah. I want to give a shout out to C Murder, Lil
Yep.
Boosie, all of
Yes,
them, man. Definitely, I'm gonna be on that music wave, man. I'm not stopping. You know, once we get that momentum going, we gotta keep it going.
With G Money say CMB, that's all we got, man. The only game the man left us to play, man. That's on the old Superfly movie. It's the only game the man left us to play, man. So it's all we got to keep it moving. So I'm with that. The long haul.
Yeah, definitely, man. I'm gonna get some beats to you. We're gonna get some stuff going. Yeah, well, invite me to one of your shows, and I'll go out there.
Yeah.
And, yeah, definitely be good, man.
Okay, we'll talk about
have you ever had any? Yeah, Ohio.
You can make it out to Ohio. Come on, see me this month. If not, you know, we'll get together somewhere on a good in between. But yeah, my next date, my next couple of days is in Ohio. So let me know if you can get on this side of the country. Well, you are on this side anyway. I'm thinking you're on the west, but Connecticut. Yeah, if you can come on down to Ohio, you're more than welcome, man.
Yeah, definitely, man. It's only a skip away from me.
Yes, sir. Right on.
Have you ever had any dealings with? Can you give me situations when you had dealings with any other celebrities?
Of course, man. You name them, man. From Ice Cube to Snoop, 187, Butter Law, Cocaine. You know, you got to break it down in sections for me, man.
We got Bugsy. We got Bugsy calling in right now.
Okay, there he is.
I have our call from Bugsy.
Hello.
An inmate at the R.J. Donovan Correctional Facility, San Diego, California. This call and your telephone number will be monitored and recorded.
Let me make sure these mics are all good and plugged up.
Or dial 5 now.
Yeah, man. So Bugsy's on the line right now.
Okay, yes.
We're gonna get him in right now.
Okay.
Get this mic plugged up.
All right.
All right, mic, audio, boom, boom. Yo, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
All right, bro. So you're on the air, man.
Yes, sir.
What's up, Blee?
What's good, Bugs? How you doing, family?
Can you hear him?
No, I can't really make him out.
Yeah, he said. Hold on, let me do this. Here, go ahead.
Okay, can you hear me, Bugs?
Bugs, can you hear him, Bugs?
No.
Here, talk again, man. See if you can hear him.
Yo, Bugs. What's good, family?
There it is. What's up, Blee?
Chilling. I'm pretty good, man. Getting through it, chopping it up with Bill, having a good one.
Yeah, man. I just had the luxury of giving them that interview about my father, man, the other day, and about what I've been doing here in the penitentiary, man. And I want to tell the world right now, while we're live, that I really appreciate everything you've done for me, Blee. Holding me down, you know, and you know, we was doing the music thing before I got busted.
Yeah, man.
Years I spent.
Yeah.
All that music that you put out, and not only being my friend and my family.
Yeah.
Listening to you really got me through some hard times, and music really soothes the soul, man. And
yeah, man.
I'm really honored that after 2 decades we could still unite and work on some projects. You know, I'm anticipating the board in a couple years, so I anticipate being in that sound booth with you in the flesh. And I just want to commend you for everything you do for Indiana, Kentucky, and all the states that you touch all across the nation, and helping out youngsters. You always help me out. You've been a motivation and an inspiration for me, and I just want to bless you and your family, man.
Same family, you know, familiar for life, bro. I love you much, bro, for that, man. You hold your head like you've been doing, and we gonna see you through it. God gonna see the rest. And I appreciate you much for that, bro. You know, like you say, music calms the savage beast, man. You know what I mean? So it's God language, not our language. We all speak that universal language that keep us unified. So, you know, it's like pen pals and silent pen pals, man. When I make an effort to pick up that pen, it's like Pac said, I give a holler to my brother in the darkest corner. Roll a perfect blunt and let me spark it for you. One love from a thug nigga rolling with a posse full of paranoid drug dealers, man. So hold your head. That's what it's about. Each one teach one, love one.
I appreciate that already.
Definitely, man. If people don't know, This is Bugsy Siegel that's on the phone. He's in a penitentiary right now in Southern California. He's been in prison for over 20 years, and he has a couple more years to see the board. And he's our road dog, man. We there for him. We supporting him. We're getting his legacy out there, and he's helping a lot of people from behind the walls. And I hope everyone can support somebody and get behind a positive thing and a positive message.
Yeah, absolutely.
Staxx, you know, like we were talking about music, calming the savage beast, like Bleed said, you know, it got so bad to the point, especially in the AdSeg units and the shoe programs, you know, they award you a little radio now. You know, if you're still messing up and you get caught up on some more violence on the yard that leads you to hit the AdSeg, they finally figured that out too. You know, they were having so many suicides and people killing themselves in that solitary confinement when you ain't got nothing to keep your mind occupied.
Yeah.
And just got four walls to stare at. There ain't much more than exercise is all you could do, and you can only exercise so much in a day. They finally figured it out, man, and CDCR affords you a radio now because music is a way to release your pain, your suffering. You know, Taylor Swift, she had that album she put out, and it was all about her breakups, and you know, she just putting all her feelings and emotions on wax, and that's why they eat her up, and she's won so many Grammys because you know she's just telling her story, and Bleed's been telling his story as far as coming up from the bottom to the top, from the top back to the bottom, and then here we are once again, and you know I've done that, being in those confinements.
Yeah.
All I ever had was the pen and the paper. Sometimes not even a pen. I'd have to find a way to find some lead to write with a pencil, and just getting my pain on paper and building bars a cappella. Just it's a way to release. And there was times where I felt so alone. I'd write to God, and I'd put on a piece of paper, and I would send it to him as if I was speaking to him by flushing it down the toilet.
Wow. Yeah.
Release, to put down my pain, my sadness, my sorrow, my depression, my loneliness. I write it down on a piece of paper, and I talk to God. And then when I was done, because I know I didn't even need to write it because He knows my heart.
Yeah.
It's just therapy. See, music is therapy, and I said it once already on this interview. I say it again, man. Bleed, you got me through a lot of hard times, man.
Yes, sir.
Just listening to you and the wordplay. It's amazing what music will do to you. You know?
Look, man, I share one with you, Bugs. I used to do this. I used to write the same. You know, I used to go to my high school in the middle of the night and climb the top of the bleachers and get close to the heavens as I could to God. And we had like outside the gates of South Baton Rouge, the gates of LSU, and we had the LSU Lake. So I used to write a lot of poetry and just my hardship and put on a piece of paper and sell it across that lake to God, man. So I relate to you there, man. Keep that going on. He listening, you know, when nobody else is listening, you know, like I said.
You know, I've been praying a lot lately to have good people around me, a good support network, you know, my parole plans and my credentials that I'm building for myself so I can show the commissioners who I am now today. You know, I'm going to take this music and I'm going to save lives with it. So when people come to ask me, though my lyrics may be violent, I'm not violent. My lyrics are violent because I'm telling you a story of where I came from and what I once was to try to tell these youngsters, you don't have to make the same mistakes I made. You don't got to follow in these footsteps with the technology that's out there, with all the opportunities.
Yeah.
That you don't have to end up in a life sentence wrapped up for a murder that you didn't even commit.
Yes, sir.
Try to save the boy's life and get your life taken away from you. You know, my heart goes out to Carlos Coy. Carlos Coy's in a tough situation just because someone opened their mouth. So my heart goes out to the South Park Mexican.
Absolutely.
And the South Park Dope House family.
Yes, sir.
To your brother, Bleed. Mr.
Yes, sir.
Miller.
Yeah, man.
See murder?
Someone else who's been dear to me in my heart.
Yes, sir.
Listening to him since Life or Death. And
yeah, man.
I love who he is and who he's becoming, and I love how he loves his daughters.
Yes, indeed.
My daughter, there's some resentments there that she has, and I understand that. Because I ain't been there in her life for 20 years. She grew up without a father, and that really pains me. And these young kids that are growing up, you know, if they have children and follow in these footsteps, then their children will be bastard children, and I don't want that.
We got to break the cycle, man. We got to break the cycle.
Absolutely.
With their children.
Yes, sir. Right. I did.
Definitely, man. We got a lot of stuff planned for the future, man. And you know, I'm gonna have you on the Commission album. We're talking about making an album for the Commission, and you know, it's gonna be Bugsy, Young Bleed, and a couple others. And you know, man, we're gonna go to the top with that one.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah,
I spoke to Spice One earlier too on Bugs. I spoke to Spice for a minute, so I got a recent number on him. We just did a few records together, and we finna do some more, and I'm gonna include him in what we doing as well, man. So yeah,
Spice One, man. He's one of my idols, man.
Yeah, one of the greatest, man. One of the greatest. Absolutely.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Spice One. He's from Northern California.
Yeah, man.
And just like I was saying beforehand, Bleed, you know, last time I got to talk to you, you know, us Southern California boys out here, man, we've been bumping your stuff for years. We've been bumping Spice One, and it's just a beautiful thing when God shows you full circle, you know, all the way from Cali to the boot and back. You know what I'm saying? It's just a beautiful
Cali love.
thing, man. You know,
crazy.
That,
all the way to Connecticut, bro.
And Connecticut, You know what? Shouts out to Taz from the Alcoholics. We call it the Bermuda Triangle.
Bermuda Triangle.
All three coasts, you know what I mean? The South, the West, and the East Coast, and all in between. Bermuda Triangle, man.
Don't worry, when you get out, Young, when you get out, Bugsy, we gonna tour the world, man.
Oh, yeah, get ready.
I can't wait, man. I like to tour the nation with you guys and just hit as many schools and juvenile halls and even penitentiaries. You know,
definitely,
I'm associated with an agency called ARC out here in California, and they set it up where a lot of ex-lifers get to come back into the institution and run classes and help people. I'm pretty good friends with Danny Trejo, and you know, I was locked up with his nephew, Gil Trejo. We spent a lot of time together in Ironwood. He got a date and went home, and you know, Danny Trejo would come to the institution to our CGA class and tell us his triumph story. You know, he spent a lot of time in Soledad. Yeah. And then he got out and he hooked up with the brother to Julia Roberts. And the brother to Julia Roberts got him his first gig on the Runaway Train movie. Yeah. And it was just sky's the limit. And Danny Trejo's testimony to me was always never edge. Excuse me. He always told me, Alex, don't edge God out. And I was like, what do you mean by that, Danny? And he said, ego. Acronym for ego is edging God out. When you edge God out, Alex, you don't prosper, you don't move forward. And I said, man, Danny, that's beautiful testimony right there. He said, the reason I'm so successful today and with Quentin Tarantino and the Machete, and now he's got Trejo Tacos, is to say that he always gave back, and God always gave him tenfold. And Danny Trejo's been a really good person as far as helping out the youngsters, helping out ex-felons and stuff like that. So it's a beautiful thing when you give back. So I want to give back just like that. Tour with you and Bleed. Hit every corner of the world if I can, and just save as many lives as we can with the testimony that'll help people really come to understand the true meaning of freedom.
Yeah,
Preach.
man.
Preach.
So listen, we got a minute and 10 seconds left on this call. I want to thank you for calling in, man. I want to tell you that I'm with you 100%. I want you to hold your head high, and we're out here rooting for you, bro.
What's up?
I appreciate that.
Yeah, put our hands here, man. Yeah, absolutely.
I love you, Young Bleed. Thank you for everything, and thank you for holding me down, brother.
Definitely, man. To be continued, man, till we get you home, man. And nothing changed but the weather. Birds of a feather flock together forever, man. So hold your head, family. We gonna keep pushing. You hear me?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yo, I really appreciate you calling in, man. And I'm gonna put some of your music on some of this track. I'm gonna put your links down below. I'll put some of the links for Young Bleed down below, and
Sure.
we're gonna be all over, man. Get used to our faces.
Yeah, it's going down. Yes, sir.
Now close out with one of the classics. How you do that there?
How you do that there? Huh?
That's how you do that there, man. Keep the man with us, man. We're gonna keep flying this spaceship, man. It's going down. Yes, sir.
Amen. God bless you both, and thank you for a good session. Thank you very much.
Thank you, man. And I'll talk to you next time, bro.
Yes, sir. Bless y'all.
All right, man.
Bless. Yeah, man.
So yeah, man, he definitely in his corner, definitely rooting for him. He's a good guy, man.
Yeah,
definitely.
all the way, man. All the way, man.
He's got my back in 100%. Whatever I could do to help him, I will do it. You know?
Definitely. They say prayers go up, blessings come down, man. So we're gonna keep pressing for him, man. Absolutely.
Yeah, definitely, man. And I want to definitely get together with you soon. I'm gonna email you some packs of beats. You email me some stuff. We'll get this party started, man.
Yes, sir. Yeah, let's get on that the soundtrack for the commission and whatever we do from here on forward, man. I'm with it. Looking forward to it.
Am I gonna I could get a spot for you on the commission tour?
Yeah, please, man, please. I'm gonna feel excluded if you don't include me, man. So yeah, look, you fuck with me. We say it like this: you fuck with me, you stuck with me, man. So yeah.
Hey, man, I'm good with that. I like to be around. I like to be around positive people that are doing the right thing, and you guys are definitely the right people that I want to be around.
Yes, sir.
So I want to thank you for coming on, man, and I'll definitely have you on again.
Yes, sir.
Make sure you hit the like, subscribe, and notification bell so you can get my videos every time they drop. Until next time, man.
Bugsy.
Salute, Kim Folk, hold it down.
Staxx. Feds at the door, let's evacuate. Load up the guns if they pistol play. We need a crib with a bigger safe. Turn up the tune like an interface. We came to party and demonstrate. Watch me lean like a cello, cause niggas hate. Feds at the door, let's evacuate. Feds at the door, let's evacuate.
Evacuate the evacuees. I come in peace to keep the peace and welcome the enemy to his rest in peace. Call me Pistol Pete, premeditated first degree. Catch me on the block, I'm street. Mr. Street knowledge to be exact. Bang gangsta shit with stacks. J-Dub counts paper stacks. Load up the mini max. Artillery in my JanSport backpack. Double dare off the meat rack. Ride out in the showroom floor Cadillac. Facts. Let's play tit for tat. Bubby Dub got my back. Hunters on my new era hat. Mozo go so hard. Black pits in the backyard. Level 4 yard. I walk the longest yard. 13 on my jersey, call me point guard. Do you need a lifeguard? I got war wounds and battle scars. I'm King Joffrey Jafar. Evacuate the evacuees. I come in peace to keep the peace and welcome the enemy to his rest in peace. Call me Pistol Pete, premeditated first degree. Catch me on the block, I'm street. Mr. Street knowledge to be exact.
Feds at the door, let's evacuate. Load up the guns if they pistol play. We need a crib with a bigger safe. Turn up the tune like an interface. We came to party and demonstrate. Watch me lean like a cello, cause niggas hate. Feds at the door, let's evacuate. Feds at the door, let's evacuate. Feds at the door, let's evacuate. Load up the guns if they pistol play. We need a crib with a bigger safe. Turn up the tune like an interface. We came to party and demonstrate. Watch me lean like a cello, cause niggas hate. Feds at the door, let's evacuate. Feds at the door, let's evacuate. I drop 4 cents on the Sprite, now I'm seeing double. Word that go trouble, I'm losing my mind off this juice, bout to pop like a fucking bubble. I just reached destruction, I don't got no feelings, so please don't tell me that you fucking love me. I live my life to the limit like Popeye when he pop a can of spinach. I leave you stanky like Hanky, I swear I leave you stinking like a whole box of chips. Bitch on the real, I got no chill, I really think I need to see a surgeon. I'm talking urgent, my brain is just spinning, I swear it's not me, it's another person. And this nigga working, controlling my soul, I don't know what to do with this misconception. I guess I'll accept it, I'm dropping a 4 and a Sprite and I'm watching it bubble up. There go my double up, dub make this beat and I heard it like yeah, I'ma fuck it up. Watch me fuck it up. I drop 4 cents and I'm watching it double up. There go my double up, dub make this beat and I heard it like yeah, I'ma fuck it up. Watch me fuck it up. You need help like the Power Rangers, I got Power Ranger. I dropped some Zans in a Sprite and I mixed it with Jolly Ranchers. Now I'm seeing dancers. My life a mid like crisis, but nothing like Merlin Manson. My life a mid like crisis, but nothing like Merlin Manson. Feds at the door, let's evacuate. Load up the guns if they pistol play. We need a crib with a bigger safe. Turn up the tune like an interface. We came to party and demonstrate. Watch me lean like a cello cause niggas hate. Feds at the door, let's evacuate. Feds at the door, let's evacuate.